a quick question for you all. You know, just some information I want to get off of my back. How many of you have used, say, the Fibonacci sequence ever since you got out of high school? In your everyday life, I mean. For me, personally, 0. I graduated high school and I never once had to use that sequence in my life. And yet, according to my math teacher, it's something that I would need in the long run. Quite frankly, it's more of a mile rather than a run. And yet, once I graduated high school and I became an adult, I didn't exactly know what it meant to be an adult. I didn't know how to properly apply for a job, how to get a loan now in the bank, to go to college. Didn't know how to do any of that. If I wanted that information, I had to go to my mentor, aka Google. And I'm gonna be honest with you, WikiHow ain't the best place to be looking these things up. And of course, I'm not gonna go to my local bank and ask them, because they'll probably trap me in the system somewhere and I will lose everything. And according to Daniel Zapp, this happens to most young Americans. You see, a good third of the American population, well, young American population, apply for loans. To put that in perspective, that's about $1.5 trillion of money given to young Americans. And to make matters even worse, some young Americans don't even know how this works, how this will affect their credit, how in the long run this could possibly ruin their lives. And I wasn't taught about how to do all this in high school, and I'm guessing most of you didn't either. But what if I told you that if we were to reinstate an old class, completely change it, we could learn these things? This class is called home ec. And I'm going to be completely honest with you, it's one of the best ways to prepare yourselves for adulthood. You could learn how to be a working member of society without shooting yourself in the leg. Now, I myself am incredibly bad at being an adult. I was able to get a job, thankfully, thanks to WikiHow and my dad. I didn't make a complete fool of myself. At least I hope I didn't. And I'm a working member of society. But school didn't teach me how to do that. The outside world did. And if most people got out of school knowing this information, this could change how they live their lives. It could improve. I mean, there's a handful of people out there that have a hard time finding jobs because they just don't know how to go in with it. They don't have the confidence, or they just don't know what to do with their brain in. They have to look up on the internet how to do these things. And as I said, internet ain't the best place to be doing these things. This can all be avoided with home ec. There'd be no mysteries to be unfolded once you become an adult, because everything is easy to find in that class by teachers who have been in the same situation we've been in. Now imagine yourself now, if you had left high school knowing this all. Would your life be different? Would your life be better? Only time could tell. But for the most part, I'm going to be honest with you, speaking for myself here, I would be way happier if I knew all of this coming out of high school and not having to look through the internet. Because man, I really hope I didn't make a fool of myself in that interview.